Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make some door panels for this race car. So like, comment, subscribe, and let's get to it. Okay, today I'm going to be trying to make a set of custom door panels for this car. These are the factory power window door panels. They have the hole for the switch. I converted the car to be manual window. Just swap the doors. Power windows on Rx7 suck, and this is a race car. So I took the door panels. Well, I don't have manual door panels anymore, so I'm just going to try and make a set for both sides. So I tried custom this one to get it to fit, but after I'm done tracing this out, I'm probably just going to throw these right in the garbage if this works properly. So I took, this is a piece of Sintra. They usually sell in 4x8 sheets, but apparently Lowe's does not sell this. I also didn't see any MDF or LDF there. Usually, like normal building supplies, they just had plywood. I don't know what kind of shit Lowe's that is. So I just took that and traced it on here with pencil. You can see that. And I have a jigsaw, and I'm just going to try and cut the shape of it out. Here, let me turn this over. There's the part number. They call it something else. They call it something else at Lowe's. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it is like a PVC board or Sintra. So I'm going to cut these out and see if I can't get them to fit. Okay, I jumped ahead a little bit. I did the other side. This is the driver's side now. What I've learned so far on doing this is I've traced the edge and then cut it out with the jigsaw. I'm cutting the top out because it seems to fit better for me, but you could just leave a strip there. The door panel had these holes in there. I just poked them and then drilled them, and then I was able to line these screws up, and then I pressed this, and it's left a mark inside on this material. So then I just drilled it out with a step bit. But if you had a proper door panel, you could trace the hole out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mount this in the car, and then I'm going to have to cut a little bit off the top, and I'll show you that in a second. But that's the other side I did so far. It's not terrible looking. I'm sure I could do better. And then I just have a little tech screws in the corners all around holding it in. Okay, this is what I have so far. These are the screws I was showing you that I had to use to center it all in. Then I found this, I drilled that out, and then once you press the window crank in there, it'll lock it in nice and tight. So right now, you see this line I drew is that's hitting this. So what I gotta do is I gotta take a little bit off the bottom. I'm probably just gonna take that distance all the way across just to make sure it doesn't hit. And the door won't shut all the way because of that. And you can see it sits a little high, so I took a pencil and just marked the inside of this. So that's got to come off too. And I put these little tech screws in here so it'll be easier to line it back up so there won't be any misalignment in the panel. And if there was a little misalignment and you already trimmed it, you might have to have it tilted, and then you might have to trim more. So this is going to guarantee that this is aligned and cut properly. What else you could do is, this was another panel. You could just literally follow that line all the way across, and it'd probably be fine. So I'm going to trim that all the way across, top and bottom, and then get all the burrs off, file it smooth. I've been just using a bastard file and just cleaning them up. So what I'm going to do after that is, I'm putting this back on after I trim it. These screws go through this, and they need this top screw right here where I'm looking. So what I'm going to do is, once this is bolted in and it's aligned, it won't have anywhere to rock, and I'll drill this hole through here with a small drill bit, and then I'll take a step bit and just round it off a little bit, because this piece has to fit in between the panel and the door. This flange right here sits right up against the actual door frame. And then I'll be able to tech screw everything in, and it should be done. Okay, with this in place, I was able to drill in there, and then tilt this down, and I just drilled that out the stepper bit. So now that fits in there, and then I can set the screws in there, and it's all tight. And there you have it. I just screwed everything in, and I set the crank up where I needed it to, and now the door shuts good, the windows roll up, everything. Keep in mind where you put these screws, or the tech screws, that you don't hit the window or the track or something like that. That cleaned it up quite a bit. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not perfect. One day I'll make these out of sheet metal or aluminum, but this is fine for now. Each one of these sheets was 2x4, and they were $12 each at Lowe's. You build it out of anything else, sheet metal, but 2x4 sheet is what you would need for each door on this car. Okay, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have a question, ask me in the comment section, and subscribe for more videos, more content, more on this car, some on this truck. There's a bunch going on. I have a bunch of projects planned, so thanks.